At the end of February, while Seoul was still wrapped in darkness, what seemed like an ordinary late-night livestream became a turning point in the career narrative of Jungkook. Appearing intoxicated, the idol used profanity and made an obscene gesture on camera. Within hours, the carefully curated image of BTS's golden Maknae began to tremble. What unsettled the public was not merely a moment of impulsiveness, but a deeper concern: has more than a decade of relentless expectation started to erode the man behind the icon? The timing amplified the controversy. BTS is reportedly preparing for a comeback with a new album titled Raignited. In an industry as hyper-competitive as K-pop, even minor scandals can escalate into reputational fractures. Jungkook does not exist in isolation, he is a pillar of a global brand. When that pillar shakes, the ripple effect is inevitable. Before the first wave of criticism could settle, another debate erupted on March 4. Fresh images from his feature in L'Officiel Singapore sparked renewed scrutiny, this time targeting his nose. Online users pointed out that it appeared unusually high, straight, and elongated, describing it as unnatural. Speculation about cosmetic surgery resurfaced with intensity. Comparisons with his 2013 debut visuals fueled the narrative. As a teenager, Jungkook had a rounder nasal tip and a shorter profile, features that reinforced his youthful innocence. Over the years, observers claim his nose has become slimmer, sharper, and longer. The speculation peaked during New York Fashion Week in September 2025, when certain camera angles allegedly revealed what some described as exposed implant material. A segment of netizens even estimated that he may have undergone rhinoplasty up to 8 times over the past decade. Yet beyond the numbers lies a broader structural issue: the culture of perfection manufacturing in K-pop. The industry thrives on immaculate visuals. Every stage performance, every editorial shoot, every close-up frame is magnified under global scrutiny. Within this ecosystem, an idol's body can gradually transform into an ongoing project, refined, adjusted, optimized to meet shifting aesthetic standards. Jungkook has previously been labeled the most attractive man in the world, a title that functions as both honor and burden. Once the public internalizes a standard, they demand its permanence. Ironically, the same market that insists on consistency also rewards reinvention. Caught between these opposing forces, young artists like Jungkook operate within a fragile equilibrium. Born John Jungkook in 1997, he first gained attention after auditioning for Superstar K, attracting offers from multiple major agencies. Ultimately, he chose Big Hit Entertainment, now under HYBE labels. After being inspired by leader RM debuting with BTS in 2013, Jungkook rapidly became central to the group's identity, serving as main vocalist, lead dancer, sub-rapper, center, and Maknae. The nickname Golden Maknae was not hyperbole, it reflected his rare multidimensionality, an emotive vocal tone, technical control of high notes, commanding dance precision, and even skills in filming and video editing. That is precisely why recent controversies feel paradoxical. An artist long positioned as the embodiment of excellence now faces allegations of self-sabotage. Some fans express concern that repeated cosmetic procedures, if true, could risk long-term complications, potentially undermining the very natural charm that propelled him to global acclaim. Others argue that bodily autonomy should remain unquestioned, and that public ownership over an idol's appearance is neither fair nor ethical. Notably, Jungkook has maintained silence regarding personal rumors, including past dating speculations involving Lisa and Rose of Blackpink, as well as Winter. His discretion was once perceived as maturity. In moments of turbulence, however, silence can also create informational vacuums that invite conjecture. Ultimately, this is not merely a story about a late-night livestream or the contour of a nose. It is a case study in the psychology of fame under global magnification. Jungkook entered the industry as an adolescent and matured under unblinking lights. When a former golden boy transitions into a 28-year-old adult, friction between nostalgia and evolution is inevitable. The essential question is not how many times he may have altered his appearance, but whether society allows its idols the space to err, evolve, and redefine themselves. If perfection remains compulsory, every symbol will eventually fracture under its weight. Perhaps what audiences truly hope for is not an untouchable Jungkook, but a self-aware one, an artist who protects both his image and his well-being, continuing to shine through talent rather than unattainable ideals. In an industry built on spectacle, authenticity may be the most radical form of endurance.